Hello guys, to all fans of the MSR Malik Scotty reporting, and we have just beaten Club America 1-0 in the ICC International Champions Cup, and it was an okay result. I've got Man United book here with me, which I'll be going through the performances. Firstly, starting off with John Stone and Lindegaard, two good performances. John Stone had a fairly good amount of work in the first half, having to play a sort of sweeper keeper role, running out. But even in the first 15 seconds, I thought that Club America were going to be up 1-0 after a sloppy mistake from Carrick. But John Stone showed his awareness early on in the match, and it continued up until, of course, when everyone else was substituted in the first half. I mean, Lindegaard, same wise, he did an okay performance. Didn't really have much to do. Well, I wouldn't say much to do, but he didn't have as very hectic, but he still did what he had to do. Looking into the defense now, Darmian, Jones, Bladen, Shaw versus McNair, Smalling, Evans and Blackett. Now I have to say that Darmian looks very comfortable on the ball. I like how he's playing. Very good player. Makes a good forward runs. I have to commend him for that. McNair, I think McNair many times during the match, players passed him a bit too easily, and that may be concerning. I honestly, Blackett had an okay game. I really don't see why you guys give Blackett so much stick. He had an okay game, made some good tackles, and going forward he still needs a bit of work. Made some foolish mistakes going forward, but nonetheless, we'll work on that. Jones and Blaine versus Evans and Smalling. I think Evans and Smalling take this one. I mean, Blaine almost got us to concede a penalty in the first half, and he just didn't look as relaxed as he usually does in this centre back role. Smalling and Evans, I'm not saying they played perfectly, definitely not, but I just think they had a better game than Blaine and Jones. In terms of the central duos, of course, we saw the midfield in action today, not together. With Carrick and Schneiderlin, Herrera and Bastian, I think Herrera and Schweinsteiger take this one by the cake. I mean, Bastian, for the most part, bossed the midfield. He did make some foolish passes for a player of his experience, but he's going to come up from that. Herrera, I think he still needs to work on his strength. I think his strength is one of the parts of his game that he still needs to up. It kind of, he saw during the match, kind of struggled off the ball easily, but nevertheless, I think they did. I mean, Carrick and Schneiderlin, not saying that they played bad, but you could see that there's a bit of time that I think they were probably a bit too relaxed on the ball, and they needed to impose on the midfield a little more. We'll have Depay, Mata, Young, Rooney, Lingard, Yanezai, Wilson, Pereira. Now I have to say that for the first half with Depay, Mata, Rooney, Young, they should have finished off more chances, just like the four Lingard, Yanezai, Wilson, Pereira in the second half. But I have to admit that the second half, the younger players, they utilized more of the pace that they had, and they looked more explosive in the first half than more explosive in the first section of the second half than this first team with Depay, Rooney, Young, Mata. Look, I mean, they did have good going forward, but they did not score the chances. Depay, for him, I think was probably trying a bit too hard, so it made some indecisive balls, but also played some good through balls as well. So half an hour performance for him. Mata wasn't really like that much. He was involved in the game, but he didn't really create that much of an impact. Same for Rooney and Young, basically. I mean, with Pereira was probably, was one of the key players in the second half. Was taking on players, was creating chances, and I look forward to young Brazilian talent like him. All in all, we'll beat them 1-0. Next match, you'll see soon. This has been the MS Army with your match report review. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Jamaica for FIFA 16. Goodbye, guys.